Start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film, just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Rams on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now back to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. To throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Running right, Jones. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. A check down here to Jones. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And taken at the 46. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That catch good for only a couple. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Joe Tryon with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. He's at the 30. 10. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Jones, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, as the first half is winding down, and the Bucs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. And He's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Boy, a rough time for a turnover there. They give it away on their first possession of this second half.
And what makes it worse, Brandon, is that they've already given away the lead in this quarter on the touchdown drive a minute ago. Now they run the risk of really falling behind unless their defense can bail them out a little bit. They'll be cheering for them hard from the sidelines.
Buying time to his left. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Hurts. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Badgley's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Buccaneers have it. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. His throw incomplete. That right there, his first incompletion so far in this game, Charles. He was 9 of 9 before that.
Yeah, I think that qualifies as being locked in. And then you have to ask him the question, so what caused the incompletion? Come on, man, get back on your game. Let's go.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. He'll look to throw.
And quickly into the hands of Robinson.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And this one will be brought back to the 22. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Jones running on 1st down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Hurts. Airing this one out for Evans. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
A give, running right is Akers.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Forced out to his left. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. On 2nd and 12, Hurts. And a catch right side by Evans. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm, but sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate it was just incomplete.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Back to throw again.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
They will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
A nice run there by Jones on 1st down as he'll wind up getting about 5, so 2nd and 5 coming up.
Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 2nd and 5 now. Hurts. Flush to his right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bucs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here.
He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And the Bucs are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 22, Hurts. Powers through, and he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
.36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
2nd and 9.
He'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Rams on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 9.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Again, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. They'll look to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
2nd down, another shot for Jones.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
49 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they will take a knee here. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last point of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Tampa Bay, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3 and 4 through 7 games. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.